I haven't even made a good comeback video for the Diablo. And this happens.
Guess what that is? I have a friend. A friend who decided to join me. And I got pulled over for speeding on the highway back from Pittsburgh, hanging out with all the guys. The police officer is actually really cool, but I got cut for doing currently 85 in a 70. So hopefully everybody else enjoys this. This is going to cost me a little bit to have to deal with.
One of the most common questions I get is, how often do you get tickets in the Lamborghini? Now, until this moment, which is literally 2 hours ago, because I just got home and I'm filming this video because it's fresh, the angst is there, I had a great weekend, and then the cop decided to tone it down a notch. How many tickets do you get in a Lamborghini? Now, prior to this moment, that was 0. I had been pulled over many times and never once got a ticket. And I'll be honest, it's cheating. Owning a Lamborghini or any exotic, it's not specific to Lamborghini, owning an expensive car, if you're not a complete asshole, is cheating. Because for the most part, police officers are actually really cool. And you know that infamous like, oh yeah, I pay your salary, the asshole, stockbroker talking, stereotype, talking to the cop who's a dick, who hates you because he makes like less than the car's worth. You get that like iconic stereotypes. That doesn't happen if you aren't an asshole to the cop immediately, because it's completely disarming. Every time I get pulled over, I'm not a little bitch. I kind of am. I cried the first time I got a ticket when I was 17. I couldn't even tell him how fast I was going because I was just pointing at the speedometer, shaking my hand. I couldn't even talk. But in the Diablo, I just very polite. It's their job. He or she, that one person isn't trying to change the world by coming down on you. And every time, until now, I just got a warning. Like, hey, listen, we know you're responsible. We know it's a fast car. Just try and keep it down. And I really believe that's the way life should be. Yes, there are rules. Yes, you can break them. Yes, you can ask for permission. Yes, you can do it and then just ask for forgiveness. There's so many different ways life works. But when it comes to tickets, it's pretty clear when you've gotten one. So what happened? I was cruising back home, doing $120. If you talk like a country boy, but I was doing 120 miles an hour and cruising right along. That car loves that speed in my mind. That's a personal opinion. 110, 120 miles an hour. That's just, I don't know. You don't have cruise control. So my foot says yes. That's where it needs to be. So I'm going about that fast, and I don't drive recklessly. Now, 120 is reckless to a lot of people, including the law. But I'm talking about like genuinely putting other people's lives in risk. Yes, you can't respond to things as quickly if you're going 120. Yeah, things come at you much quicker. You can't stop as fast. All that sort of shit. Yes. Getting into a car is the most dangerous thing you're going to do in your entire life every day. And stereotypes all considered, there's so many people texting and driving, so they're never paying attention. So when you're driving fast, you're more aware. As long as you're not swerving in and out of traffic, that's my personal opinion on, having a fast car, driving it. So I saw traffic up ahead slowing down, and so I let off the gas. Thankfully, they were slowing down. They were brake checking themselves, and I just saw it coming, so I slowed down. I got down to about 85, and sure enough, the cop flagged me at that. And when he pulled me over, he's like, hey, well, you were doing 15 over, and I was like, I'll take that. I will take that. He didn't say, absolutely, but it was just like, okay, I understand. There's a lot of ways to word how you interact with police officers where you don't be a cock, and don't be that type of person that's like, oh, no, I don't need to speak to you, or am I being detained? What's that going to do? Just on a human level, what's that going to do if you say, am I being detained? I agree, I get it. If you're in situations, I'm not a lawyer, if you get in situations where that's absolutely necessary, sure. But remember, they're human too, and so if you give them a little bit of room to work with, they treat you great. In fact, the cop let me off, gave me a really good situation, so I won't go into much detail. But like I said, most of the cops let me off with a warning anyway, so it's one of those things where you protect your rights, all that sort of shit, but just treat them like human beings. And yeah, you're going to get a ticket every so often, but in a Lamborghini, you're not. You really do get away with it. Now, I'm sure some other guys just get the exact opposite luck of me, and maybe they're complete assholes. I don't know. But in my case, being good to cops, driving a fast car, you get to go places, and it's unfair, but it's just my life experience. So you're going to be seeing a lot of footage from the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix, but you're going to see it on Dr. M3's channel. I didn't film much this weekend because I was honestly having a great time with people. If you're in Pittsburgh, this is not a sales thing, this is truly from my heart, I strongly recommend you look at the Pittsburgh Cars and Coffee group. I'm sure it's Cars and Coffee. And the reason why is, cars, that's amazing, but the people in that group took me in. I mean, I'm in a small town, there aren't many people with exotics or anything, but I got to meet up with these guys, Dr. M3 and all of that group of people, and it's just an amazing group. So if you're in that area, please go to their events. This is me speaking. This isn't a corporate shill. It's really a great thing Pittsburgh has. So you'll be seeing a lot of the footage on there. I even got a chance to drive the Aventador. So you get to see that coming up soon. I'm sure I'll link it and like it and all that stupid social media stuff. You'll find out. So I'll catch up with you soon.